Ladies and gentlemen, this is our bracket. Well, that was our bracket. And now we're going to be heading into losers semifinals. We got Estrogen Patch Notes on the left and Platzus on the right.
Two zoners? Hold on.
We got the Ingrid coming out against the JP. Very interesting to see. So Ingrid, the most recent character, some people have been shouting about this character, and I understand why.
Dude, she do the 4-stack laser, 3 driver, and it's like 60%. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What happened to me? Why am I dead?
Why did I explode? Why did Ingrid cast explode and I die?
Hit you with the fire I got from Final Fantasy. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
Girl got that Persona 4 Rita Xenodyne, let me tell you.
Yeah, immediately catches the parry with a nice grab. DIs right through it. EPN A-OK with putting yourself in a burnout.
Yeah, Platzus low on drive gauge, so not a great situation. But also at the same time, you're in burnout against JP. Nice teleport, good reaction.
Put it in.
Does not get the grab follow-up. The jab pressure here from Platzus is very good. Nice teleport. Oh, even perfect parry.
Healing needs to use Anna setup. Good right, and another perfect parry.
Yeah,
and clips it.
Two very good perfect parries back to back on the side of Platzus.
Oh, JP is holy shit.
It is also that Ingrid is short.
That's true. Ingrid's like 3'2" and like 10 pounds. Crazy the overhead. A lot of people, if you don't know that JP matchup, it's not like Guile where people are used to him and you're like, okay, I just gotta slowly walk towards him. JP's like, hey, if you don't know this move, you're gonna die. You're not gonna have fun with it. Use the teleport. Jab combo in level 2.
Yeah, this will be a good amount of damage, easily enough to take out the first round. That's going to be game number 1 over to Platzus. And yeah, Estrogen Patch Notes immediately going to the character swap, heading back to the Aki. Still not 100% familiar, I think, with the Ingrid, and not familiar with the Ingrid matchup versus JP. So going back to
versus JP, the very specific part. It's not like a Russian versus Russian. It's like that. It's you're both zoners. Where can you zone? What can I do here? And that's like, if you mess up once, like, okay, yeah, there goes 10%, 12%, and you don't think it's that much. And then you get hit with like 4 times. You're like, oh shit, I'm dead.
Yeah, absolutely. So the swap back to a more familiar character, I think, is definitely the better call here. Aki has some anti-zoner tools, but you have to use them correctly against JP here, lest you know, just end up full screen and eating those spikes over and over again.
Nice reversal, putting Platzus in that right side corner. Even though she's in burnout, EPN's A-OK with reversing right back into the corner. Platzus again. Gets catch out of it. There's the punish counter for it. Could kill with that level 1? No, not going to spend it. And no EV fireball and grab right in that right side corner. Platzus now having to readjust from Ingrid, a zoner, into what EPN plays. Aki's in defaultly a rushdown, but she plays him like a rushdown. Her like a rushdown.
Ooh, great perfect parry again. That's going to be a good corner carry here. Actually, just chooses to go for a slight amount of it, not spending too much, and that makes a lot of sense. Aki right now, not a whole lot of drive gauge on deck, so that's something that's going to have to be paid attention to. But ESPN, very good at stagger pressure with this character. We'll throw out a jab, we'll throw out the medium punch, that stand punch, and you never know when it's going to be the medium punch, and you never know when it's going to be the walk-up grab. And it's one of the things that she's currently excelling at right now to get that damage in on Platzus here.
Platzus again with that there's his own reversal. Now in his zone where he wants to be. Gets a nice setup with the OD and the overhead, pushing you away. This is the position that EPN does not want to be at all, and the thing that Platzus always wants to be.
Very close to burnout here. Has to be careful on that situation. Goes to the drive impact. Gets the burnout. Ooh, OD comes out for, what's that move called again?
It's like, I forgot the word. It's not like euphoria, but it's a word like that. It's just having a feeling. Amnesia.
Amnesia. There we go. Anyway, level 3 is out. You're in burnout against JB at full screen. You're dead. Sorry.
Die.
Either way, good from Platzus there. Brings it back.
Wow, rush into the a smirk on his face. He knows what he just did. know what you just did.
A very unorthodox strategy there, going for a drive rush into the command grab. And there's that full screen zone. And, ooh, good
slide. Gets caught out of it. Yeah. Nope. Low medium. Immediately catches them off. Platzus taking it 2-0.
Yeah, and this is something I've noticed from Platzus over the course of the multiple tournaments today. if Platzus starts getting hit by something, he may need a round to adapt to what you're doing, but eventually
He will. He is very okay with swapping schedule, which a lot of people like. It's okay if you're not good at swapping them out as long as you're good with what you can do. Platzus is very much like, oh, I just adapt to whatever you're doing constantly, which can put a lot of mental stack on a player, especially a rush down where you're like, oh, my thing, I cannot overwhelm you. You are a brick wall that I cannot overcome.
Yeah, so we're seeing that in that round, and just like, okay, this pressure that's coming out from EPN just absolutely overwhelms them. Nice weight on the OD Amnesia there. Great work from Estrogen Patch Notes. The shimmy is enough in that situation to take the round, and that's that sort of pressure that I feel like has been catching Platzus with over multiple games today. That sort of stagger, that grab, that am I going to grab, am I not going to grab, and it ends up catching him a lot more than anything else. But the moment that he notices that, he starts doing things to adapt to it, and here you are in the situation. You've got your opponent in burnout.
Very bad position. Yeah, even a low medium you're catching, and JP does chip on every OD and every spike that he throws out, and it's not a position you want to be in, because sometimes it just happened. A nice counter hit by Platzus.
Yeah, very rough situation trying to get in on JP in burnout across the board. Both players EX fireballs right out of the gate. There we go. Finally jabs out of that stagger pressure. Once again, gets the anti-air. Very nicely done. Puts full screen. Gets full. Oh, the teleport.
Wow. That
JP avoids it.
Wonderful teleport. Immediately in a level 3 grabs you. Where are we going with this? Not going to kill. And both of you still have meter. Where are we going with this, though? We go for a rush down. We're going to play back. Gets a nice setup with the OD. Gets a nice reset. Pushing left side corner.
Nice air grab. Not going to be enough to kill, but that low will do it. And Platzus taking a few round losses there, but a solid 3-0 win otherwise over Estrogen Patch Notes. And we'll move on to losers finals.
Also got to stay up on the field for these losers finals.
All right, next up is going to be our losers final match. It's going to be Donut Lord versus Platzus here. And we are going to be seeing the jury, Mai or Zangief. What do you think versus JP?
I'm not going to lie. And he is standing right next to me. If he pulled out Geef, I might buzz Bisquick right live on stream. You might hear it happen.
He pulled out a bit of a smirk. I'm going to be real. I looked over when
you went zoner. If you're Geef and you're going to zoner, I'm like, you're psychotic. I love it. Let's do it. I love it. I only know the basics of Geef, but when I go against like Ingrid, I'm like, why can't I just grab you for half your health? This is boring.
Geef?
Geef is just fucked up in this game. Let's not lie. He's fucked up.
He's very fucked up.
It's like, oh, you got hit by one lariat? Now I'm in your face. Guess, is it a grab or is it a heavy headbutt?
My favorite change they made is being able to use EX Lariat into level 3.
Yes. And you're like, why?
You're like, why? But at the same time, it's like,
feels so good to hit.
So good.
You hit that shit and you're like, oh, yeah, you're getting robbed today. Oh. We're gonna hit that shit and you're like, me on my controller mashing the thumbstick as hard as I possibly. I'm like, please.
I'm churning that butter. Oh. Commentators are having a good time. Don't worry about it.
Great.
All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Bellingham Beatdown Seaside Slam. We're going through the top 4 of our Street Fighter 6 tournament. Now the top 3, as we have 3 competitors remaining. We got Donut Lord, Platzus, and Driftwood. So, as we get set up here, of course, Donut Lord on the left, Platzus on the right. We see many characters come out from Donut Lord. Primarily, we're going to be seeing a Jury, a Mai, and a potential Zangief, albeit I would not expect the Zangief.
It's not happening round 1.
No.
He's going to try to pull it off with a Jury. That's his number 1. You want to punt gun swinging. Gun swinging? Yeah, gun
swinging.
No, we're gun swinging. We don't even want to use the guns. We're that good. We don't need bullets. We're just backhanding with guns.
Yeah. Reaper Overwatch tech. Instead of shooting the guns, you just throw them over and over.
Fuck it. Come here.
Like, you reload, except you're not reloading. You're just throwing it.
Catch it, jacket. You think I'm out of bullets, but I'm not out of projectiles.
Not out of options.
Into the game 1 on the Ruined Lab.
All right.
Pushdown versus Zoner. A match made in... Oh, Platzus! Do you guys want to get a reset for this? Or they're going to reset. Don't alert. You're the director. You could have just taken advantage of that and rushed him.
Yeah. I mean,
Wait a minute. I run this show.
I could just tell him he takes the L.
I could just blow up. Like, what am I doing?
We call that in the business admin abuse.
A little bit of tyrannical power, but
A little bit of mod caboose, no big deal. It's fine as we go into game number 1. Wow, they
didn't even believe it.
All right, so with this matchup particularly, Jury is one of the best characters for getting in on JP, specifically because she has so many tools to get in on JP very quickly.
Yeah.
That dive kick, that one of the best drive rushes in the game.
Yes, very long drive rush that puts her in a position that she visually looks like where she can jab or grab. So you're like, okay, if I'm in the corner, where am I going to go with this? The only thing that Donut Lord needs to do to really keep his momentum here is keep a level head. You are always, against any zoner, you're going to get mental stack. You're going to get tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again. As long as he can keep this up, he will win this.
On that note, puts himself in burnout, but it is enough. Spends the level 1, gets the first round. That's what we want to see in terms of the pressure from the Jury. In the same time, it's not like this matchup is impossible for JP.
No, not at all.
While Jury does have the tools to get in on the JP, much better than other characters. One of the biggest things is the fact that JP can constantly change up his offense. I mean, he has ways to avoid those incomings. He has ways to mix up his own movements in a way that if you just go for a dive kick every time, well, I'll just teleport behind you and then it's fine.
Yeah, I can just swap sides at any time, or I can get a nice setup. There's a nice cancel on the setup that you see by Donut Lord. Swap sides, Platsis. Now, Donut Lord in that right side corner. Health advantage and drive meter advantage, but Platsis trying to delay. Nope, there's that dive. You just said the OD dive kick, putting Platsis now in burnout and, oh, didn't kill.
Yeah, the scaling on the perfect parry means that doesn't kill, but it is, of course, a one hit away from death situation. Donut Lord finds that hit, and Platsis will lose the first game. Donut Lord will go up 1-0, and I like to see that. I like to see the Jury come out in this matchup, just because, again, I do feel this is Jury favored, but not a extremely large amount.
Not at all.
In her favor.
Jump in, medium kick. Ooh, goes for the heavy into the DP, not gonna land. Small, but noticeable punishable counter.
Yeah,
there's that teleport.
That teleport I mentioned, see the drive rush cancel into the teleport, and now I've side swapped you. You're still going that way, and then you can just get that pressure going. Excellently done from Platsis. Getting some adaptations out right away. May have dropped the first game, but that doesn't mean he's out of the picture immediately.
Here we go again. Like I said, that mental stack, you're always going to want to rush. You want to get in there. Nice overhead with the punish counter. Donut Lord playing very slow. Going to take his time. Going to take that meter for what it is.
Yeah, I'm noticing putting up the drive parry when those set teleport.
Yeah, those set. He's holding it, playing very defensive, which sometimes could not end in your favor because then he can just teleport and then grab you right out of it. It's a game of rock, paper, scissors. Perfect.
Yeah, it did get JP in burnout at the end there, but it did not matter. Platsis having an immediate answer back game. A quick 2-0 in that game for game number 2.
Stick with the Jury, man. Stick with the Jury. No.
Going for the character swap. I'm not sure I agree with this.
I don't.
It's true that Platsis adapts very quickly. Can, like I said a few times now, the type of player where...
Nope, he's sticking with it. He's sticking with it.
All right, sticking with the Jury. But yeah, Platsis is the type of player that he may lose a round, he may lose a game, but he will learn. Exactly.
He will learn.
Yeah.
And in a game like Street Fighter 6, where it's a lot of either rush down in your face, or I can swap this, I can swap that, there's drive rush, there's drive impact, OD, whatever it may be, to keep a completely level head is an incredibly powerful tool in the mental game. Get the stack on the field, Donut Lord pushing Platz in that right side corner. Nice low medium punch into no full combo. And OD backs up.
Yeah, very nicely done. That time it went from a more block string oriented offense to a more staggered oriented offense. Do something that pushes you back, but you know is safe. Do a little shimmy, go for another strike, and that just ends up caving in Platsis' pressure. Every time he would try to dump, he would get caught. Every time he would try to defend, he would eventually get punched out and takes the first round off that. Very good. But now we're in that situation where, of course, Platsis wants to be here. keeping Donut Lord out as we're going through the situation, but waiting patiently. There you go, finds the opportunity.
Range on that drive weapon. But people look at that and be like, oh, that's not that much damage. Like, yeah, but look at where you not only got some damage, you also pushed him all the way in that right side corner. And you're gonna pop it.
Yeah, pop the level 2. You're in burnout, so you don't really have a lot of other ways, but drop the combo. This is very rough because now you're in the corner with no meter into the drive impact. Yeah, that's going to be a combo coming out here for the... So, oh, he
drops his own.
Yeah, that means the drive impact is now back online for Donut Lord, and that could be the difference maker here. Did not go for the dive kick that time. That meant the trade came out very close. Nice job.
Right, rush low. Again, that's what we're talking about. That jury advantage that she can rush so much distance and barely, if it clips you by an inch or if it clips you by a mile, that low medium kick or low medium punch is going to go into a good 20, maybe 30% combo.
Yeah, and this is the adaptation now coming out from Donut Lord. I believe the character swap menu may have been to give himself a bit of time to think, and it's working out now. And yeah, once again, waiting out those situations from JP, waiting for this to go for a setup tool rather than a hard zoning tool, and just using the raw distance to get in this matchup. Excellently done. He will take this round with a solid performance.
Round 2. Fight.
Here we go, potentially the final round of this match.
Overhead. Good. Again, plus that right side corner is a place that he's got to get comfortable with.
Yeah, right now it's just seeming like Platzus is almost a little lost. It's very unorthodox. Used to being able to attack very quickly, and we're into the level 3. Not going to be enough to kill, but Platzus is in a rough situation. The only advantage here is that Jury is in burnout.
Yeah, even if he gets a few combos, that's what, 95% health? You're going to have to work for that. Donut could just go for the low kick. That works.
Yeah, very nicely done from Donut Lord. Just a very quick 2-0 after that character switch situation. And that's
how I feel every time I go into the zone. I'm like, fuck, I'm done. Win or lose, you don't feel good. You're like, I'm done. I've left the prison. I'm done.
Why are zoners in this game?
God damn it.
I say it knowing full well why zoners exist in fighting games, but
yeah,
you know how it
like
goes.
10 exists, so you got to keep his pretty ass in the corner. Now, Donut Lord gonna... Sorry. Oh, I got it backwards. Sorry.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our losers finals match here. Donut Lord will move on to the grand finals match here. We'll be going up against Driftwood here in just a moment. Looks like the two of them are having a quick chat up on stage, but don't go anywhere. We got our grand finals match, Driftwood versus Donut Lord, a rematch to grand finals. We'll be right back with more Street Fighter. Final matchup here, Driftwood versus Donut Lord, and it's going to be the Ken and potentially the start on the Jury. We will see how it goes. All things considered, my name is Lord Fluffy. I'm Porter, and we are going to be commentating your Bellingham Beatdown Seaside Slam Grand Finals for Street Fighter 6. So yeah, it looks like we are going to be starting on the... Ooh, hold up.
Oh, hold on. No, don't be cringe.
The Alex?
What the huh? Mr. Alabama himself? Holy shit, he's huge.
It hurts me every time.
I know. When I was like, oh, cool story.
Oh, I'm such a huge wrestling fan. Oh, he looks so sick in this.
Why are we going this writing route? Guys?
Okay, this. Why?
I love my sister.
Anyway, moving on, we have fighting games to deal with. We got ourselves Ken versus Alex. Going to be interesting to see how this goes. Now, Alex has come out. Generally speaking, a lot of people think he's strong, but I haven't really seen anyone say top 1. I haven't seen anyone say top 5 even.
Definitely like a scrub killer.
Definitely a scrub killer character, but very much like in other iterations, it does seem to be that Alex has a bit of problems that he has to deal with in the matchup. So I'm curious as to why Donut Lord is taking this route for the character pick here.
Yeah, Driftwood A-OK, taking a step back, taking a little bit easier. Now into the rush down, trying to push up deep. Ooh, gonna take a different route for this. And that kills.
Yeah, very smart awareness of the stage positioning. Just barely close enough where that drive impact would cause a wall bounce. Enough to take the confirm. Driftwood showing off his game knowledge right now is very strong.
Nice use with the connect, trying to chip away at that meter. Driftwood plays. Yeah, again, what I say. He's in that disadvantage spot, and he says, "Yeah, fuck it, watch this. I have a round to play with. What are you gonna do about it?" He's A-OK playing super aggressive for this. Plays forward, plays back, level 3. No.
Yeah, just gonna get parried and stuff. The shimmy is right there. No issues playing that patient. So much of a life advantage.
Not the pick.
And we are going straight on over to
With the right outfit. Yes. Yeah. Look at that big burly. You know that suit costs at least 10 grand to fit his big ass. That is not at your local Macy's.
absolutely
You
not.
had to get that shit tailor-made.
Tailor-made, and you know full well he's gonna do one flex too many, and it's gonna break. He's gonna have to drop another 10K on that.
He's like, oh, my muscles.
Gotta do this. Come
They
on.
broke my suit. Oh, my bulgy muscles. Yeah, look at this shit. Look. Immediate.
Yeah, immediate EXDP.
He is A-OK with playing that. Now Driftwood going, okay, yeah, you're a grappler. I'm playing far away. Get your ass away from me. Good use of the entry kick.
Yeah, great punish.
Very good on punish, because most people don't know is that the forward heavy kick, or just the jumping kick, it is DPable. Sorry, DIable. It is also DPable. But at certain range, it is only punchable. So sometimes you might go for punch and you're at that long range, and another.
What's going on here?
Bad.
Driftwood, my guy, is your DI stuck? did you get stuck?
Holding the button. Lizard.
Just
Lizard.
Out of my way.
Lizard. Just mashing the button. I wonder how many times I can get away with this.
All right. That being said, ooh, great block there. Just not quite able to get that punish counter on the knee attempt. And this patience from Driftwood is very smart because, of course, the Geef is the type of character who, if you are a little impatient and Geef sees the opportunity, you are going to die. You are going to die. The drive parry in response, maybe could have gotten the drive impact in response as well, but even still, getting that parry is going to be fine because look at that drive gauge right now. It is full. It is healthy. It is whole. Oh, great punish.
Low medium punch. Good lord. Resets. And yep, there's the Ken. There's the flow chart that can reset. The crossover into the light kick. Reset him in the corner. Oh, okay. We're going to stick with it.
Yeah,
I am almighty.
Yeah, going for the EX SVP.
Yeah, it's charged, but it's potential. It's weak to lows.
Yeah, the Geef not working out for this match here. There just didn't seem to be any opportunity that Driftwood gave. If Donut Lord did anything that looked a little bit off, Donut Lord just immediately ate a punch to the face into a drive west cancel. And I think the one opportunity there, the good drive parry, the perfect parry, I personally think it should have been a back throw situation.
Yeah, easily the back throw. Your forward headbutt is again using +5, I believe. You are basically just in that perfect position. You can low light kick on a drive rush into whatever combo you want. Jump, you have lariat, shimmy out of it. You have the back heavy. Going the forward was not the play, but let's see if he can pull it back with his jury.
Yeah, of course. Oh, great block on the attempt there. Did not get in. Jinrai gets the hits in, sends it full screen. And once again, now we're seeing that pressure come out. Fireball, drive rush into that heavy punch. Going for the pressure. Nice catch with the low forward, though. Going to be good. Nice overhead. Gets the grab. And now that pressure is there. Can Donut Lord keep it up?
Driftwood, yep, now putting that right side corner. Fakes out, trying to go maybe calling out a DP or two. Now Driftwood knows that he's calling out the DP. We're taking a little bit back. Few jump ins, taking a little bit back. Donut Lord pulling it back.
Yep,
Game 3, round 1.
that's the pressure we're looking for. If Donut Lord wants to stay alive here, needs a reverse 3-0 and has to do it on one character. Ooh, great job with the jab to stuff that, but now the EXP comes out in reverse.
Yeah, most people are looking for that Ken drive rush heavy punch, drive rush low kick. And Driftwood is okay with this drive rushing in your face. Case in point, he wants to put you in that corner with that forward heavy punch in the drive rush. But sometimes Driftwood says, nope, I'm going to rush at you, do a light jab. Rush at you, do something small. I'm not going to play this zoning game that you want.
Yeah, the one thing here that, as we say that, nice drive impact on the continuation with this combo, going to get good damage. Nice punish counter with the throw. One diss situation here again.
And there's a grab.
Kidneys it, avoids the jab, goes right back in for the grab. It is evened up on the rounds here. If Donut Lord cannot secure this round, the tournament is over.
EXDP right in retaliation. He knows that time. He knows that feeling of, oh, you're not looking for this anymore. Pushing Donut Lord in that right side corner. Pinbuster is not DIable. He's going to let it rock for what it is. Great call out by Donut Lord, but not enough going to pull it off. Could think so.
Not quite, but the situation is not good. Goes for the level 3.
Yeah,
going to
right back.
Yeah, so this is not a terrible idea. It's going to get drive gauge recovered on the side of Donut Lord. It's going to be good damage that a potential single combo into a single reset will be all he needs here. Nice catch with the low forward once again. That's going to be good damage. Now we're in that one combo to death situation. Drive impact is there. That's going to be a follow-up, but not going to be enough to kill with what you have. You have to get one more grab, one more hit. There it is. Donut Lord stays alive, 2-1.
Oh, Dripwood swapping characters. Where we going? We gonna go Akuma? Are we gonna go Akuma?
Driftwood is definitely thinking. I do not believe swapping off of Ken is necessarily a necessity in this situation.
What?
That is a lock-in on the Ingrid. I do not believe we have seen the Ingrid come out from Driftwood today.
We've never seen him play that.
Yeah.
Mr. Arizona showing off his skills. All right.
All right. Well, we'll see how this goes. Ingrid, of course, having more of a zoner-esque playstyle, the ability to beam you for 20, 30, 40% of your health from full screen very quickly. Nice teleport starts.
I love that grab. Hello. Bonk.
Let me just freeze you in time.
Bonk. Bonk. It's like a disappointed mom just kind of smacking you upside the head like, hey, quit it. Use the full screen projectile, flying it back now. Donut Lord's gonna get caught by those. Yep, there's another catch on it.
Yeah, they're
2 token for Driftwood.
They're unorthodox projectiles, so they're a little bit difficult to deal with if you're not used to dealing with them. That said, so far, been very effective on the side of Driftwood. Going to parry all of those incomings, is going to avoid the stomp. Nicely done. Does get grabbed at the end of the day, but as we say in the business, take the throw. It's better. It's better than eating a 40% combo.
The 3 token laser.
Right side, far, not enough to kill. The shimmy is there. The grab is teched. Good awareness from Donut Lord, but now you have to deal with a full screen Ingrid ready to beam you at any given period of time. The teleport is ready. Not going to get a full combo off of that jab counter, but not going to be the end of the day. Nice hit though. Can bring it back. Goes for level 1. You get an Oki situation here in the corner. Can potentially pull it up on that. And
there it is. Yeah. You can see him. You can see him searching for like, ooh, what you gonna jab? No.
Why? Shine. Soka. Shine. All right, that is round up on the side of Driftwood. Takes this round. Punish counter. Good damage. Not gonna go for
another one.
Wants to get that stock for the projectile on the side of Donut Lord. Jumps over, gets the low forward. Nicely done to catch Driftwood there. Now you got the pressure in the corner. 3 meter on deck though for Driftwood. Have to be aware of that. That DP is going to get punished.
The level 3.
And yeah, just like that, almost a commentator curse of being aware of the meter. You are now in burnout on the side of Jury as well. This is a rough situation.
Good use of that meaty mid that you can't normally get DI'd, that you can normally get DI'd from, but now he can't.
Just jump over, get the pressure in. Burnout is almost done here. That's going to be finished at the end of this combo, but you're not going to be able to live one more hit.
And then the grab.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of today's Street Fighter 6 tournament is Driftwood. The swap to Ingrid working out and takes it over Donut Lord 3-1 in grand finals.
The married man from Arizona. Here, show us Chud. What's up?
Yeah, right here at the end. You know, you're in burnout. You have to be careful. And I believe that was a situation of I had time to grab. Actually, no, I didn't. And that is it. Enough to get just so much little HP at the end there. Just a grab is what you have to go for. And yeah,
nice jab for it. And it's a situation that's just like, The Street Fighter 6 Classic. All right, am I grabbing or am I comboing?
Yeah, the drive rush in, using a jab to cancel. Now you can meaty set up for the W. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. That is going to be our Street Fighter tournament. Of course, our champion today out of 16 entrants is Driftwood. I want to give a shout outs to all the competitors today to making their way over.
Yeah,
of course,
thank you guys for making it out of here and go ahead and dazzling us with your gameplay. Moving forward, we're going to have a nice post-game interview with Donut Lord and Driftwood. We're going to do Donut Lord first.
Of course, that's not the only person who participated today. Of course, Driftwood, we have a top 8 to take a look at here. We got Donut Lord in second place, Platzus in third. I don't recall Crimson Viper being played today, but don't worry about it. Estrogen Patch Notes, of course, in fourth place. Matcha Bunny, Big Dud tied for fifth, and Average Eva Fan and Wavy tied for seventh. So, of course, that has been our entrance today. Excellent work to all competitors today. Driftwood going to be taking the W. Donut Lord, the silver medal, but not going to be the end of the world. Of course, that is all the fighting game tournament game gameplay that we have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I gotta say, some good ass Street Fighter, some good ass Guilty Gear, some good ass Tekken. That's what we like to see. Maybe if I talk in a deep voice for a little bit longer, I can delay before the... All right. So it looks like we're going to be getting ourselves a winner interview here with Driftwood in just a moment. But yeah, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching, coming out to the tournament. We're readjusting things.
Hello.
Don't worry about it. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Obama.
Stop being so damn tall.
I can't help it.
Not my fault. I'm 5.
I say as somebody sub 6 feet. How unfortunate.
Oh, this is yours.
All right.
You get them.
We're waiting here for a moment, looking for
you put it on for us.
Driftwood to head on over for the interview as we get things set up here. With that being said, want to throw out again the special congratulations to our top 3: Driftwood, Donut Lord, Platzus. Great job. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm not Quarter. I'm in fact Lord Fluffy, and I am going to be. I'm calling it quits here. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'll get out of here. I'm also not Donut Lord, but I'll be calling it quits. Thank you all so much for being here. I enjoyed commentating. I always enjoy commentating. Holy shit, my hair is greasy. It's too hot. Get me out of here.
So JP, opponent, so we go Ken, you go to lose, then JP, and you're like, okay, we went from Rushdown to Zoner, back to Rushdown, back to Zoner with Ingrid.
Yep.
That's a lot of mental stack. Going into that final game, what's your game plan? You thought about the Geef and you ran it, didn't work too well.
Going into that final game, my game plan was really just try something else. I felt really confident with the jury all the way through. It's kind of funny. It's a little bit of like getting a taste of my own medicine because I
that rush down that.
I mean, I love to run people through the gauntlet of different characters. So it's like the whiplash of going from JP to Ken to and then Ink back to Ingrid. But going into that last game, I was just like, let me try something else. I haven't played Alex all day, and he's got a little bit more shenanigans if you don't know the matchup in terms of like.
Prowler stance,
the big jump. It's just like, that's usually what I'm going for when I swap characters is jury doesn't have as strong of a way to get in. So it's like Alex has a little bit different of a way to get in, even if it's not as strong per se.
It's just different.
And so it's a little bit of a knowledge check you kind of hope for, but say Levy.
Final match.
Yeah.
The Ingrid play.
Not going to lie. I felt so confident. Because I've been playing against Ingrid online a lot.
Yeah, it's a new character. Everyone's going to be around. They want to cry it out.
Yeah.
Fun.
And of the master rank Ingrids, I have actually kept a tally because I've only lost to one. I have hit Ingrid after Ingrid after Ingrid. I've only lost to one, so I felt so confident. But to be honest, when you're playing that first couple weeks, it's a lot of people who get their way to master and maybe aren't necessarily actually masters of the character.
Been gotten that hit down to diamond, that high platinum range.
Yeah, and it's a lot to switch up, because I definitely, if you guys saw, this is a run back from last beatdown, and I might have been labbing and practicing against Ken all week. So
And then he
getting hit with the angle. Yeah, that's like, yeah, this is not what we had planned, but you know, it was good games. I didn't feel like, you know, I still felt like I had a dog in the race the whole time.
Oh, absolutely.
So
you
it-
definitely put up rounds, especially that drift. You came off that Plastis, utilizing that drive rush, low medium kick into another combo, trying to use that range, trying to use that projectile, and then Driftwood just came out and he's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna OD get up 3 times in a row. Fuck it."
It's really
Yes.
funny. He might say something about it, but he was telling me he's using a little bit of specific tech with an overdrive option select that seems to be putting in a lot of work against Jury. Because it catches. I'm guessing, I don't know how it works, but I'm guessing it just catches the frame traps really easily, and that's a lot of what I do.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of frame chat Jury, and then the second you get that thrown, it's like, okay, this tool, gone. Okay, now you got to something else that you need to work with.
Yeah, which I felt like I did a little bit successfully in that last one, because I just kind of switched my timing up and got a little smarter with my spacing. So, you know, getting the Ingrid match felt good. It was
nice to use a practice in tournament.
yes. So yeah, I mean, hard to feel bad about the set.
No, it was a very good
congrats to Driftwood. I have been dethroned. A Seaside champ no longer.
We have Mr. Arizona married.
Silver.
Speaking of, let's get Driftwood over here.
Let's get Driftwood over here. Thanks for watching, chat.
Driftwood.
I'll be back in a minute with some other messages, but for now, we're going to hand it over to Driftwood.
A medal, cool.
Yeah, I know, a shiny medal.
Thank you.
I know. So Mr. Married from Arizona
Yes, indeed.
comes in from the last beatdown, wipes his floor, walks away like a Ronin in the night.
I feel like I
The Ghost of Tsushima came in,
Okay.
beat our asses, and walked away. And then now you got to come back with probably double the amount of entrances, still rocking the Ken.
Yep.
And then playing that rush down, playing this game. You're seeing very commonly a lot of drive rush into check, a lot of OD wake ups. You fucking
It worked. I had the life to pay for it.
go to Guantanamo Bay. You know you deserve to be in a cell.
Yeah.
Like, what if we did it
Punish me
again?
harder for it, and then I will.
This is like, guess, jackass. Oh, you think I'm gonna wake up, grab? Your ass is in the air now.
Right. But then see what happens is I'll start doing wake up low, which is a fun time.
I think she knew.
Yeah.
So then you go against Donut Lord 1, knock him out. Going into it again, immediately going against the Alex. What's that thought process?
Okay. So I wanted to play Ingrid at that point,
Mhm.
but I don't know that matchup that well with Ingrid. And so I was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to run my stuff, try to win the event. And then
Put the bread and butter. I know this. No matter what character it is, I can rock this.
I knew I could go back to Ken if I needed to against Jury, the second match when I lost. But I thought I'm in winners. I had some games to play with.
Yeah, you have 6 games. Let's rock with it.
Yeah. Let me start to develop another character in a tournament setting, right? Because well, you know what? I don't know if you guys have any Guile players out here. That's my worst match. And I think Ingrid does okay against Guile. So that's why I'm learning Ingrid. We'll see.
And then going to that final game, we see you swap characters, and I'm like, if he pulls out Geef, I'm losing my fucking mind.
I wish.
And then you hover over Ingrid. I'm like, Anakin, don't go there. Don't go to the dark side. You pop it, immediately get into the game, and it's just projectile into rush down, back into projectile, into rush, and you're just playing this pendulum game. What's that thought process going into swapping the Ingrid? Because you now are going to have to rush down as a zoner, which can go well, can go poorly.
They
It's a
can be
50-50.
really bad. If you watch that replay though, I tested butt slam, right, which is plus on block.
Yes.
After the teleport, and I never went unpunished. So if I get the opportunity to be in your face,
You're going to take one.
why not?
Yeah,
Right?
it's a free tool. You're going to be like, oh, if you're not calling this out,
Yeah.
that's on you,
And
homie.
can stop that, right? But Donut wasn't. So I was thinking, well, it's a lot easier to take the space back using that tool than having to claw it back in her zoning game, right? If you let me get away with it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, hey, I have this tool. I'm going to use it until you call me out. And
Exactly.
it's just, no, it's going to happen.
There was a really clutch round that I was worried about. I was getting pushed to the corner. Donut was like shutting down everything. and it came down to last guess, and I did counter.
Yep.
Worked out.
And it just you got that parry. And it's like,
Sometimes you guess. Yeah.
and it's like that. And then now you're winning this. You get some Chipotle money.
Ooh,
We're
I'll
back
do
to the
that.
misses.
Cool. Yeah.
And then you get to take it back. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
For Seaside Sign number 6.
Yeah.
Order. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, gang.